Good morning, good morning. Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday morning. Okay, it's about 9 o'clock on Friday. I'm in West Coast. Actually, I'm in Arizona time here. So I'm in Tucson, Arizona. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to daily live streaming. So last couple weeks, I've been really focused on option O, Lagom O1. Okay, so this is 102 millimeter blind burst from option O. And luckily, they actually send it to us to check it out on this channel. This is the loaner, by the way. It's a loaner. I wish I can keep it, but that's not the case. But so far, I'm gonna give you guys a 2 weeks update. Okay, I've been using it for 2 weeks daily. All right, we did a lot of comparison last week and this week as well. I know some of you are, I think Michael or John joining us in the live chat. I know you guys have been joining us every single morning. And also Murphy's joining us, Edward and Ahmed. Yeah, we have a lot of people joining us. Look at this grinder, okay, for every morning for the last 2 weeks. So, I have some thoughts on this grinder, by the way. It's been 2 weeks. So, but meantime, let's brew some coffee as well, okay? So, by the way, so how many of you thinking about this particular grinder? Okay, I know Jesse mentioned about he's thinking about getting this grinder. Yeah, I know some of you already have this. If you do, let me know. Okay, if you someone already have this, let me know in the comment section as well. Okay, I know some of you have, a lot of high-end grinders too. So if you have a high-end grinder, let me know why you have that too. Once you're spending, let's say, like $2,000 and more, you're all in on coffee. Okay, I think you're all in coffee. I must say it's just expensive. Otherwise, it's the best you can ever get. Okay, nowadays. Okay, yeah. So this is a okay. So after 2 weeks of using, I have to say, for my experience using it, I know some of you watch me as well. Comes to workflow. All right, the purely workflow. This is the best grinder I ever used. Comes to workflow wise. Okay, direct dosing. Okay, direct dosing to even using dosing cup. Man, they're so easy to use. It's very seamless as well. Fantastic. Okay, they're fantastic to use. Fantastic to use. Everything about this grinder they actually thought through. Okay, so this is even magnetic holder for the direct dosing cup as well. I'm a direct dosing method. Just fits right in. Okay, stay pretty sturdy. Yeah, it does not move. If it's some grinder, okay, like option, you even P100, P64, even like my Cavatech MC5, you can do direct dose, but it's not perfect, okay. But with the P100, they did it right. Okay, comes to workflow is a flawless grinder. They have two different buttons on the side. One for the auto purge, and the one is just on all the time. And other side, you have the RPM controller here, 200 all the way up to 1700 RPM. Is it 2 or 3? Okay, it's pretty low. Okay, great RPM control. And the price, if you're wondering about the price, I'm $26.50. I know it is a lot of money, but consider for the high-end grinder, this is affordable. Okay, I'm not kidding you. This is somewhat affordable. Comes to, it's called Titan grinders. Okay, high-end grinders or end-game grinders. Whatever you like to use. They got a few grinders out there. I think Cavatech is one of them. Cavatech. They make Max and MC5. Now it's MC6 now. Obviously, Optional makes one of those high-end grinders as well. Weber makes high-end grinders, and we have Titus from Germany. And let's see, for Chinese company, Wok, okay, WUG, Wok, make some, interesting grinders. But comes to build, man, for the price, you cannot beat it. Okay, I mean, you cannot beat the grind. I mean, once you're spending, let's say over $1,000 on grinder, it's not about, you are buying for the quality, but it's more so you are looking at what kind of coffee, I like to use, right? I like to use a specialty coffee like light roast coffee, dark roast, coffee. What kind of origin I prefer. Is a lot to it. Okay, there's a lot to it. I know people ask me all the time, "Hun, what's the best grinder money can buy?" Depends. Okay, it all depends on what kind of coffee you like to drink. And if you're into like dark roast coffee, like classic Italian style, I'm going to say, hey, don't buy this. Okay, don't buy. Just go with a very nice conical, perhaps. Conical burrs. I mean, that's what I recommend. And then like 64, even like, even Niche Jero does an amazing job. Okay, you don't have to spend a lot of money. All right, we are talking about dark roast coffee. But if you're into specialty coffee, like super light roast coffee, very exotic tasting notes, very fruity, bright, sweet. So now, okay, now this grinder really shines. Right, I mean, so that's the where you put money into it, right? Super light roast coffee. Yeah, comes to specialty coffee. Phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. Dark roast coffee. You know what? I mean, I think I go with even like 64 millimeter HU burrs. Okay, Edward mentioned about Edward say DF64 for medium roast with stock burrs or H. Stock burrs are fine too. Okay, stock burrs are very similar to HU anyway. So yeah, stock burrs are fine. The HU burrs, obviously, high uniformity from SSP. They're nice burrs. Okay, nice coating as well. Even like DRC coating, DF64 well, addition or a few bucks on it. Maybe that's the better option. If you don't want to spend $200 on burrs, okay. I mean, their DRC coating is, I mean, they're good enough, okay. So medium to dark roast coffee, I think I go with, even stock burrs as well. Okay, they're good enough. They're fine. But HU burrs are nice as well. I mean that's the brand. They're nice to use. Either way, you're gonna have for a long time. Okay. Your favorite wise notice? Not really. No, you're not. It's hard to tell. Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna see. It's not a notable difference. All right, it's not a notable difference there. Comes to like even yesterday, I know some of you already saw, I was playing with the Stockbird DF54. Okay, Stockbird DF54 versus obviously this O1. Yes, day and night difference. Okay, but we were playing with a couple of days ago. DF64 HU Burr versus this grinder here with chocolate notes, chocolate caramel tasting notes. I prefer DF64 with HU. Okay, but if you go with the other like lighter roast, has a lot of like tropical fruit tasting notes, like tea-like coffee. Again, O1 really shines. Okay, you cannot, you cannot deny that. Okay, it really shines on those specialty coffee. I mean, that's the way, where you're gonna, spend money on, right? I mean, those specialty coffee, they're pricey anyway. Usually like, $20, $30 per like 8 hours. So, if you're spending that kind of money, okay, spend money on good grinders to bring out the best in that cup. All right, bring the best in that cup as well. Okay, hold on a second here. We have Ahmed say the heavy duty of O1 helps us stay steady and stable on the counter. This is definitely heavy duty, guys. It's not, it's not a, yeah. Most counter, I don't have a space for that at my house. But I know some of you out there thinking about buying this. Again, $26.50. If you're into hobby, I mean, I definitely recommend for coffee hobbyist. Jesse said, yeah, cheaper than motorcycle, right? Definitely cheaper than motorcycle. Okay. Definitely cheaper than motorcycle, even bicycle. My buddy just spent 10 grand on bicycle a few months back. He's all in on bicycle, 10 grand. All right. Hold on a second. I must say, can you compare DF64 Gen 2 with the HE Burrs with the stock Burrs? I think we did that already, Ahmed. Yeah, HE Burrs are much, much better. I mean, DF54 stock Burr, they're good enough. Okay, they're good enough for that price. $229, you know, and so they're fine for the price. Okay, they're fantastic. They're fantastic budget grinder for every entry, you know. Okay, so let's figure. Okay, they have a lot of entry level, even conical boards, right? Fellow Opus or Brazza also makes a grinder as well. What's the Brazza makes? They have it's about the $200 range. Okay, they are both conical burrs. So DF54 for nice, you know, flat burr, 54 millimeter, does really well. Yeah, I can't beat it. But obviously DF64 HU burrs, let's see. I think Joe is selling for that 360 right now. 358 for that grinder. 358. Okay. You know, you're gonna go with the stock burrs. Let's see here. I bet the Joe's website at the moment. Okay, you can go with the DRC coating. Okay, for the additional 25 bucks. So you're looking at $400 for DF54 or DF64. Okay, with the DRC coating, for 400 bucks. They're a really good price. Okay, let's see. Let's brew some coffee. Okay, let's brew some coffee here. Grind size, I'm gonna set about maybe like 0.3 clicks from the touch point. Okay. Coffee from yesterday. Brent hooked me up with this called cinnamon roll, churro, cinnamon roll, and then chocolate. Okay. So one or two birds are, you know, that's pretty large with the blind birds. So I'm gonna be tasting a lot more cinnamon. Okay, cinnamon than cinnamon roll, for sure, or churro. Okay, so all the baked goods has that very, you know, nice texture to it, right? But with this grinder, you're gonna see a lot more higher, the brighter notes. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot more cinnamon. That's for sure. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick RDT. Let's go direct dosing. Okay, let's go direct dose here. So this is a high yield basket. I'm not gonna use the high yield. Okay. For this coffee, I like to go just plain IMS baskets. Okay, or also Posada makes the EP basket as well. Okay, they're pretty much the same type. So this is the Posada baskets. All right, I'm just gonna directly going in like this. They're definitely hands-free as well. Okay, and as you can see, you know, just some grinder I have to hold it like this. You know, sometimes I'm afraid it's fall apart. You know, fall out, but not this one. Okay. Oh, let's not forget the dosing funnel, magnetic. You know what? Because they start doing this, the later model. Because I bought my P64, it wasn't the magnetic, you know. Yeah, I mean the magnetic is very nice touch. I'm just gonna put it right in here. All right, I'm just gonna go auto purge option. It's loud, okay, but fast. You hear the auto purge? And the couple has a knocker right here. That's it. Man, look at that, guys. It's super fast. They're super fun. You know. Yeah. Edward say, I love some coffee. Yeah, cinnamon. Yeah, yep. You got to put a little bit of milk in it. They're amazing. Okay, they're fantastic, by the way. Just a little bit of milk, right? Just a little bit of like foam milk on the top. Oh, it's gonna hit the spot. But anyway, I pretty much give up my dairy, so I mean, look at this. Look at this, beautiful. Okay. For this one, you don't even need to do distribution. Okay. You just temp it. But yeah, just temp it. All right. Just a quick temp there. Plenty of head space as well. So this one, I think it might be a little coarse. Okay, I think my guessing is about 45 gram around like 22 seconds. That's my guessing. Okay, but we'll see. All right. Puck screen. I always like to use puck screen, by the way. Yeah. Let's lock it in. All right, let's go. Again, I've been really enjoying the flow paddle, flow control around 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is about 6 grams per second. So 9 o'clock is about 3 grams per second. 6 is about 6 grams. And the 3 o'clock is about 9. Okay. All the way open is about 10 or 11. Okay. I'm just going to straight. I'm not going to mess with the flow control. Just leave it at 6 grams per second there. Shot's coming up pretty nicely right now. Okay. Very nice. No channeling either. Let's stop at like 1 to 2. 37 grams at 22 seconds. Okay. So I think I can go even longer as well. So like 1 to 2.5. Yeah, right on the the time threshold. Okay. Let me look at this. A beautiful crema. Just coated nicely on the top as well. It smells fantastic. I smell all cinnamon, guys. Okay. Yeah. Edward said a dash of whipped eggnog on the top. Yeah. Okay. Looking at the puck, yeah, it's a nicely distributed, okay, nicely extracted. So let's give it a try. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of cinnamon. All the large burrs bring out the clarity so much. Okay, so let's give it a try. Oh yeah, cinnamon, amazing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of milk on the top. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of milk, a little bit of foam. I don't know about you, but okay. I've been using lactate milk. Make sure the milk is still good here. Just a little bit, not too much. Just a little bit on the top. Shout out to Kevin. Kevin's joining us from Australia. Right. Comes to foam, hold on here, let me show you guys. Comes to milk steaming. Bianca does a fantastic job, by the way. Okay. Okay. They're doing an amazing job with steaming as well. Okay, it's done. I'm just gonna wipe it clean here. So the great thing about the dual boiler, you can steam it to brew at the same time. But how many of you actually do at the same time? All right. Because, I mean, that's a nice option if you have a lot of friends over. This makes more sense. But yeah, it has a lot of foam right now. So let's give it a. A little bit of heart shape there. Okay. I'm not going to put too much, milk, but let's give it a Yeah, beautiful foam. Here you go. Cheers, man. Man, they're great. They're fantastic. Okay. Great drink. Okay, great drink. Hold on. You know what? Better yet. Uh, Hold on a second. Something like this, I like to have just shot of caramel. Okay, so I give up sugar about last year, last January, but once in a while I just get a little shot, okay, and then hold on, just mix it well. I'm just gonna have a one quick sip. Wow, okay, I'm done. Okay, yeah, I'm done with that cup. Okay, I don't finish that. I'm just having a one sip for for taste. Just a little bit of sugar with milk on the top. Man, they're like desserts. Okay, they're like dessert coffee, simply amazing, right? So I mean that's with the for the 102. Imagine if you're brewing with like conical birds, okay, or high uniformity birds with a lot of fine. This one tastes like more like cinnamon roll. Okay, actual cinnamon roll. All right, very very tasty. Okay, very very tasty. All right, they're fantastic. Can beat it. Can beat the taste there. Okay, so Naomi asks, does it taste like, yeah, true with the milk? Yeah, even better. Okay, you're gonna add a little bit of sugar. Okay, even caramel. Think about it as a caramel cinnamon roll. Okay, if you have the right burrs. Again, we are talking about the 102 burrs. Okay, bring out a lot more cinnamon. But with the HU, yeah, it's gonna be even, yeah, I think more like cinnamon roll type. So I mean, this coffee is Diego Bermudez green beans. The Diego. So Diego produced for a lot of roasters throughout the world. Okay, I know Dak uses this coffee as well. These particular beans, quite a few. Okay, roasters throughout the world. Different names. Okay, they come up with different names, but yeah, they're great. Naomi said, I need a large Burr grinder. If you have Naomi, if you have the space, get it. All right. If you have the space and money, it's fun to use. Okay, really fun to use. Comes to workflow. Again, the workflow is important to you. If you want to use both dosing cup and direct dosing, from my experience, I mean, this is the best. All right. So this is the best. Yeah. I think I go with, I wish you have more options for the 102 options. So this is the Meisenberg. And if they come up with even HU, perhaps, okay, high uniformity, the 102 HU, I think I might go with that if they have the options. Yeah. Naomi said, I have to sell a grinder to, yeah, make some room for O1. I mean, this is a pretty decent size, okay? I know P100 is also fantastic as well. P100. P100 is like overall, I mean, that's really good grinder. Okay, 98 millimeter. All right, so that cat say thoughts on Touran DF83. I think okay, we talked about it earlier this week. For the price, man, DF83 is a bargain. But if you're gonna go DF, I prefer DF83V. They're great. Okay, DF83 is fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Hold on a second. Leon said the thumbnail looked like the fellow opus. Yeah, isn't it the fellow opus? They look like fellow opus. So having said that, you know what? I do want to compare with the fellow opus with this grinder. Maybe next week. Okay, so next week I'm gonna compare with this grinder with all the budget grinders out there. Like $200 grinder and $300 grinder. All right. Kevin said, well, HU Burrs, yeah, more like 5 or 6, easy. Okay, more like easy $500 or $600. Because 83 millimeter, you are looking about $400, 385 to 400. Yeah. Okay, so Jeho asked, have you ever tried the Capitec flat Burr grinder? I mean, they're 98 millimeter. Okay, I have the MC5 here. I mean, they're pretty much again they're 98 flat. So I mean, if you use 98, that's pretty much the same thing. Obviously a different workflow as well. So that one, so this one has 98 SSPs in it. So yeah, we have a trunk say Fellows Opus on steroids. Man, okay, Fellow Opus is $200. This grinder is pushing 3,000. All right, it's completely different grinder, completely different. Okay, let's see here. Itoshi asks, any rumors about the DF83V version 2? I think it's coming out, okay? According to Espresso Outlet, yeah, I think they're coming out. I don't know what they're gonna do for it, but yeah. Hopefully they're gonna make better, okay? Maybe better material would be nice. I mean, I love the look of it, DF83B. I love the look of it as well. Yeah, if they do better build quality inside, better spring inside, yeah. Naomi said, I might wait for the, yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea either. I think for the price, you have the very sweet spot there, in a very sweet spot. But again, I mean, if you're into high-end grinder, man, this is the optional 01 is very pleasure to play with. They're a lot of fun. Okay, they're a lot of fun to use. Very seamless. Okay. Plus, I love the look. Some people don't like the look of it, but I mean, I love the look. Okay, I love the look. Auto purge is nice. This knocker is nice as well. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Ahmed is asked which one is sweeter. Sweeter Burrs. Meissen 102 is much sweeter. Okay. Than a 64 HU. But if you go to a 98 HU versus the Meissen 102, I think I think it might be very close. I mean, that's something I do want to try. I have not tried the 98 HU birds yet because I heard from a lot of my friends, 98 HU birds are very similar to, comes to tasting profile, very similar to 64 MP. Okay, 64 MP. It has a lot of clarity. SSP cast versus SSP HU for light roast coffee. Again, I think we did that before as well. I have both, 64 millimeter, okay, cast versus HU with the light to medium. Maybe we should do that next time. Okay, maybe coming weeks. Yeah. Can you do a calibrating but cleaning for 01? Calibration, easy. Cleaning is easy. I think I showed you, Naomi, when I unboxed this. But yeah, cleaning is so easy as well. Calibration. Yeah, I mean, this grinder is, yeah, I think I might do that. Yeah, definitely. Okay, before I'm going to send it to them, send it to optional back. Yeah, I'm going to make a few videos on that as well. Cleaning birds are, yeah, really, really easy. Okay, so, yep. So, cast versus HU with a light roast coffee. Yeah, let's do that sometime next week. Because, again, the cast is like in betweener, HU and MP. Okay, so give you that nice balance to it. But would it depend on the coffee, right? If you're like dark roast coffee, obviously HU is I prefer. But light roast coffee, who knows? Okay. All right, Jesse say, do you prefer the filter or espresso? On 01, definitely espresso. Okay. Filter is okay. Filter EK versus 01, I think I prefer with EK, okay, for the filter. But all depends on the coffee too. All right. So maybe we should do that this afternoon. Okay, EK 43 versus 01 unfiltered coffee. Yeah, I gotta find some light roast coffee today. Yeah. Let's do some comparison. It'd be really good to compare. Naomi says, so many comparisons. You know what? That's the thing about, that's the thing about the comparison, right? People always say don't compare to others, right? I mean, even I tell my kids, don't compare to yourself to, other kids. But you know what? If you have it, why not? Okay, why not compare? Okay, because I want to know. Okay, I bet you guys want to know as well. I bet you guys want to know, is that worth buying? Okay, if you have the money, is that worth buying? All right, what's the difference? Okay, what's the workflow like? All right, is that easy to use? I mean that's the reason why I like to do live streaming as well. I mean, at least live streaming you get to see the good and the bad. Okay, you know, and it's not like I don't make only one video with the one grinder. I make it for a lot. Okay, same grinder I make over and over again because I learn something new about this grinder every day. Okay, different taste. Different how to dial in your espresso as well. Yeah, something new. Okay, that's why. Because if you are spending close to $3,000, I want to be sure. Okay, I want to be sure. I mean, you could buy if you don't like, you can send it back, but they're paying. Okay, they're paying in the butt. All right, hold on a second. That Cass said, how does a DF83V do espresso versus filter? Depend on the birds. Again, it's all about the birds. All right. That's why if you're really into coffee, you should get 2 grinders. Actually, ideally 3. One for the filter. Okay, like I have here, a filter for my EK43 for filter. Comes the espresso. You're gonna have different birds. All right. And if you're into dark roast coffee, you might need a conical birds. Okay. So you need 3. I mean, if you're coffee hobbyist, go with the 3. But if you're a regular person, just pick one grinder. Okay, does do both. Obviously, Caspers are pretty nice. Lab Sweet, even Meissen birds. They're in that same category, okay, in betweener. It does really well, all right? It does really well. George asked me, what is my favorite specialty? It depends on the coffee, right? If you're into really light roast coffee, I do like Say, okay? If you're into fermentation coffee, my friend Kurist and in Tucson, Presta Coffee, he does a lot of fermentation coffee as well. Very interesting. They do a really good job. And Black and White does a lot of fermentation coffee as well. And all depends. All depends. All right, all depends. Okay, Itoshi asked about the 078. I'm not sure about 078. That's the one I want to try. Okay, 078. Yeah. Kevin said, teach us some latte art. Yeah, I'm not that good at latte art. Okay. You know what? Forget about latte art. Just focus on the milk texturing. Okay, because the latte art takes years. Years and years of practice. Even that, yeah. Okay, I think we are good for now. It's about 50 people watching. After this, I'm gonna go live streaming with my buddy Jay. Okay, Jay is going to join us shortly. All right, so hang tight for a little bit. Okay, hang tight, and I'm gonna be stopped now, and I'm gonna go live streaming with Jay in about a few minutes. You guys already, some of you saw Jay already. Okay, he been on my live streaming quite a few times. He used to be the World Barista Championship judge. Okay, he's the head judge for years, so very knowledgeable. He's going to join us shortly. Hold on a second. Itoshi said, after 3 years as a specialty barista, I finally can make it swan. See, again, takes time. Okay, it does take time to, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys shortly.